Ladies and gentlemen, day 2 of the Washington Commanders rookie minicamp is officially in the books, and we're getting ready for OTAs, mandatory minicamp, and also training camp in a few months as well. But in this video, I kind of wanted to go over some news, some notes, some highlights, observations that we can make from the first couple of days of rookie minicamp. However, before we dive into the video, I do want you guys to do me a big favor, and I want to give credit where credit is due, and that is with the Commanders, media team, because without them, these videos truly are not possible to make. So do me a favor and go follow them on X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it, because again, they're going to keep you guys updated with all the news, notes, highlights right when they happen. And I'll do it later, but again, if you want these ASAP, go follow them on X or Twitter, man. Appreciate them for everything that they do. Now, with that being said, let's get into some of these news, notes, highlights, observations. As we see here, we see some offensive linemen doing some work, right? Now, the biggest position that we're looking at right now is that right tackle position with not only, Josh Connolly Jr., the first-round pick, but you also got Brandon Coleman. These two guys are going to go head-to-head every single day. It's going to be a competitive next couple of months for these guys, and honestly, I'm really excited for it. These guys are competitors. They know what it's going to take, and they know what they have to do. Josh Connolly's a guy who wears number 72. You'll see him here in a little bit or a little minute right here. Very quick, light on his feet, but man, does he have some real natural raw power to him in his game. And again, that's what excites me the most. But I know you can't see much out of these offensive line drills, so what I'm going to do is break down some of the other players we can see a little bit more out of. Let's start with Trey Amos. Now, Trey Amos was one of my favorite players in the draft, was coming off a little bit of an injury, but right now he looks good. He looks explosive, and if you actually go in and watch the clips posted on Twitter X by those media members, you'll hear the coach saying, hey, you're getting better each and every single rep, Trey Amos. I mean, this dude is actually going to be a different breed here for this Washington Commander defense. Yes, you have Marshawn Lattimore. Yes, you have Mike Sanders still. And you have Noah Igbenogany. You also signed Jonathan Jones. I mean, the first thing I noticed about this secondary, the depth is unbelievable. Now, Trey Amos is a second-round pick. I expect him to be a full-time player for this team going into the season, right? However, I don't think they need to. They're not going to be a team that's forced to play him on day one. If he needs some time to kind of get better, healthier, and get mentored, he can do that, right? That's the crazy thing about this situation. He doesn't need to be a day one starter. However, I do believe that he can be. Don't mix up my words. I'm not saying he's not going to be a day one or can't be a day one. He can be. Okay, but you have so much depth here. Noah Igbenogany may go to the bench. Maybe you move Mike Sanders still to the slot. Have Trey Amos and Marshawn Lattimore on the outside. There are so many different things that you can do with Trey Amos, and that versatility, that dynamic that he brings to this football team, I love it. Now, one player I think deserves so much more credit than he is getting is Kane Madano. Now, the reason being is he's a 6th-round pick. You don't expect too much out of these 6th-round pick players. I mean, that's just fair to say. However, this guy's a little bit different because, yes, he does have a lot of work to do when it comes to dropping it back into coverage and doing some of the little things, but man, you cannot teach athletic ability. This dude has every athletic ability that you'd want in a linebacker. I mean, he can probably play safety with the size and speed and quickness that he has, but man, he's going to fit perfectly as a Mike linebacker, and if he can develop in, let's say, 2, maybe 3 years, this guy could be a 3-down linebacker. Now, guess what? What is my favorite part about this? He gets to learn from Bobby Wagner. You couldn't draw up a more perfect situation for this young linebacker 6th-round pick than Bobby Wagner being your mentor in a Joe Witt Jr. or Joe Witt defense with Dan Quinn. This guy's gonna have one hell of a career just because the mentors he has behind him, one in the athletic traits that he already has. Now, here's another guy I am really excited about, another late pick. In Jakori, Kroski, Merritt. I think he wants to be called Bill. I don't know why. I actually did hear why. I think it was a cartoon character that he looks like, whatever. We're going to call him Jakori for the video. But before we get any further into the video, do me a big favor, guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Guys, it is free. It doesn't cost anything to join the family. And like I said before, we're going to be covering this Washington Commander team throughout not only the entirety of OTAs, rookie minicamp, mandatory minicamp, training camp. We're also going to be covering preseason film analysis. We're going to deep dive into all 22 coaches' film, during preseason and regular season and just break down the film for you guys, right? So if you guys want to see that, subscribe to the channel, join the family if you're new, turn on post notifications, and comment down below P2, right? That'll help let me know that you guys want to see more of these videos. Now, Jakori Merritt, Kroski, is a very interesting player. Now, the reason being is he was explosive throughout his collegiate career, was really good in New Mexico, transferred to Arizona, okay? And his first game, he played his former team in New Mexico, dominated. I think he went over 100 yards, a couple of touchdowns. He was really, really good. Okay, now you guys are probably asking yourselves, why was he a 7th round pick then? Doesn't make sense. Well, guess what? During that last season at Arizona, right, that first year he transferred there, he played one game and then lost eligibility for the rest of the season. Which clearly, if you're out of playing football for a year, yeah, your draft stock is going to go down. You have no film that anyone can look at. Okay, this guy, talent-wise, is a beast, and he's making a name for himself. Anthony Lynn was, so excited to get this guy in their football team in the 7th round. Don't be surprised if this guy ends up being a really good running back for you, and maybe if he showcases anything this year. I know you guys might not want to hear it, but they might not want to pay Brian Robinson. They're not the ones who drafted Brian Robinson. They might say, you know what? Let's let him go. Let's let him walk. Let's see what Jakori can give us. I would not be surprised. I do love Brian Robinson, though. Do not get me wrong. And then we got the Gabe Taylor, man. The Gabe Taylor story. Sean Taylor's younger brother. This guy has a real shot, man. He's got a real shot. When you look at the safety room for this Washington Commander team, you got Will Harris, you got Quan Martin. Right behind that, you got former 4th round pick in Percy Butler, who again was not drafted by this head coaching staff. Right, so they don't owe him anything. Jeremy Reeves, really good special teamer. I don't think they'll move on from him. But is he a day one starter? Can he have that starting potential to be a safety? Maybe, maybe not. Yet to be seen. Tyler Owens, Ben Nickel, Trey Rucker. He's got an opportunity. He's got a real good opportunity, man. I'm telling you right now, do not be surprised if Gabe Taylor makes this football team. Now, again, I'm not saying he's a guarantee to make the team. I'm not saying he's a guarantee to play. But this guy's got some really good energy, really good speed. And man, he is a dog. He'll hit you. He'll hit you. So, I love this. Had a little bit more footage from Jakori, Kroski, Merritt. As well, just in pass blocking, they want to see, can you be a 3-down back? Can you pass protect? Can you be someone who could protect our quarterback, get out on a rub and release? And well, that's yet to be seen. Obviously, we won't know that until training camp, the dog days, when we see literally pads on, right? We see guys going head to head, obviously never hitting Jane Daniels, but still trying to get to the quarterback, right? So that's yet to be seen. We'll see what happens. Also, Jalen Lane as well, another guy that I want to kind of look at over the next few days here. But OTAs are right around the corner, guys. Get ready. Things are about to get really exciting, and there's a limited amount of content we can make out of just this footage here. But just know, right around the corner, and we're going to have so much more to break down the next few days. So hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you in another day. If they practice today, Sunday, we'll make another video later today. So get ready, guys. A lot of content coming out here for the Commanders, and I'll see you guys then. Peace.